Welcome to Meliora's channel, your go-to place for C# and data analysis tutorials, products hands-on demos, and insider secrets to keep you at the cutting edge of innovation. Our goal is to break down complex tech topics to a level that you will easily understand to supercharge your skills. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Hello, welcome back to my video channel. Today we will look at the delete function of the CRUD application that we have been building. So we have done create, tested create, it worked very well. We tested update, it worked very well. In this video, we are going to deal with deletion. So to refresh ourselves regarding where we are at the moment, what we have achieved together at the moment. So let me run the application. And as I said, this is it. So we want to enter a new staff. Just say Angelina Cho. Then probably age is 58. And then we say create, for instance. So we created it successfully. So suppose we made a mistake in the age. The age should have actually been 61. So we can go back to, first of all, we check that this went into the database. So we go to the database and refresh it, refresh the table. Yeah, we can see Angelina Cho here, 58, and this ID 8. So now, I suppose this age was actually 61 and not 58. So for us to change it, then we will go back to the application and then put the ID this time of 8 and now change this to 61. And if we now say update, it will say employee record successfully updated. If we go back to that database table and we go and refresh the table, you will see now that Angelina J is now 61. It has successfully updated it. So suppose let's go back and add another record that we would eventually delete. So let me add the record. I'll take out this one, and add a record that even if you don't take out this, it doesn't actually matter now because it's not going to pick it up from the program. So if we put a record that will say Angelina Jojo, for instance, and we mark it for deletion so that we know that this is the one we want to delete. And we say that guy is 100. So then we create it. See, created successfully, irrespective of the fact that 8 is here, because this 8 is not referenced at all. So you will see that we would have created this record as with staff ID 9, not 8. So I just needed to let you know this so that you don't. Also, if I refresh the database table, you will see that the last row added Angelina Jojo for deletion that is of each 100 is actually 9, ID 9, despite the fact that we had entered 8 and it did not raise an error because he ignored what we entered and just did his own internal increment to determine the ID, which is perfect. That is the way it should work. So now with this, we now have a record that we use to delete, to try our deletion handler. So when we go back now to the program, close it, and open up the code. Again, we will still use our usual process, which is get something like the update that is working, or just get any one of them, update or create, and then we would copy everything here, update or create. Then you now identify your click handler, your event handler for delete click, which is this. It's blank, so you just paste this here. When you paste this here, again, what is necessary here to enter is basically this, to check for, is basically this box ID, the, the txt box ID dot text. Any other thing is not necessary to check in this particular case. So we can leave them if it doesn't hurt. But yeah, no, I think it's better if just take them up, because otherwise they can generate unnecessary issues, not allowing the program to run. So you only check this to make sure it's not empty. If it's empty, then or not, you actually have to go back until the proper value is entered there. So now, once it's not empty, then you now need to also change this. The next thing you have to change, work on, is the query. So we are looking for delete now. So do the delete, issue the delete query, and delete is delete from table, which is this table. And that's all you need to do. Okay, well, you need to do where ID is equal to certain things. So you can keep the where ID, because you want to delete for a specific ID. So you're not deleting everything on the table, you're deleting for a specific ID. So that's why this where clause is very important. So now you have to set the connection string, and again you have to come up with a routine that will handle the actual execution of the query. So in this case, we need to create a routine for the delete employee. So delete employee query that was still taking the query and taking the connection string as parameters. So the delete employee method will now have the rest of the function, the rest of the code that will enable you to achieve record deletion for the clicked event, for the delete clicked event. So now you can see the red wiggly line again. So the reason is because we just introduced a delete employee method that does not exist yet. So as usual, you click here to go to the light bulb, and they ask through the light bulb to just is asking you whether to rename update employee to delete employee. But no, I want to generate a new delete employee. So you generate it, and the red weekly line goes. So then you then go back to the delete and copy everything there, and then put here. So go to the delete, go back to the update, sorry, the update employee method. Where is update employee? Okay, so you come to this update employee method, and then you get everything that is here. Everything that is here. Yeah, so you get everything that is here, and you paste it within the delete click area. So you find where's the delete click. Okay, so you paste it within the delete employee method. So which is this. You do this. Perfect. You have it there. So now what you have to do is, let's walk through every part to be sure everything is going on well. So first of all, here Because you have your connection object, you have your command object, you open the connection. So here you only need this parameter to be active, just that parameter to be active. And then if when you execute that delete, yeah, if the return value should tell you the number of records deleted. So so I think this logic will still work. So you can change this text to deleted, and then you change this to delete, and then you change this to delete. And with this, I think the place is good to go. And I believe this will run now. So we can try it by running. Yep. So we remember the one we marked for deletion, record we marked for deletion. Let's go and check it, which is this Angelina Jojo for deletion. It's 100 years old. Yeah, she's got 100 years of age, and then she has ID of 9. So now remember, you only need to enter the ID in this particular program. That's the way it's designed. So it's only ID that is relevant. So you enter 9 for ID, and then you can now click delete, and I expect it to work. Employee record successfully deleted. So if you click OK, you can now go back to the database just to check if that record indeed has been deleted. So let's refresh the table. Let's see if there. You can see Angelina Jojo for deletion has gone. So there's no record 9 anymore. And that means our delete function is working perfectly well. So that's fantastic. So that then brings us to the end of this particular video for deletion. So we now have to do the final part of the CRUD, which is the select or the read. So we now read off records from the database table and display the records that we read from there. So with that, and once we do that, we would have completed the CRUD operation. So the only other thing, the final video we'll have after the read video would be to just run through what I will call the finishing, just show a few steps, so a few things you can do to beautify the screen, to make the text look uniform and all that. So you look at a bit and then clear the screen when a particular activity has completed the execution. So if the create event has completed the create event handler has completed the creation of a particular employee record, then that employee record should be cleared on the screen so that the screen will be empty, blank, and ready to take in the next input. So those are the kind of notifications or finishing touches that we just the last video, and that will be it for this particular video. And we can start working on a totally different track. So thank you, and see you shortly in the next video. Thank you for watching, and if you learned something new or enjoyed this video, be sure to show us support by clicking like and subscribe. Your support helps us to bring you even better content, so stay tuned for the next exciting video. You can also click the link below to see other free and paid videos on other exciting topics. If the click did not work, kindly copy the link and paste on your browser. Thank you and see you in the next video.